Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Guy with a Plant. In today's episode, I'm going to let you guys take a look at this beautiful glass pot that I bought several months ago. Without knowing what I want to do with this, I just bought it because it's really nice and I think it was on sale, so I just had to get it. I know eventually I can use this to pot up some of my plants. So a few days ago, I've decided to pot up a medley of different varieties of plants from a single genus. And I will show you that in a while. Oh, but actually this pot or vessel or container is without any drainage holes. So I got to be really careful in choosing the plants as well as the potting medium. So without further ado, let's look at some plants. Alright, so for today's little project, I'm going to pot up a medley of different varieties of Scindapsus. I have these different cuttings that are sitting in water, and some for very long time, I think as long as maybe even 6 months. So they're really overdue to be potted up anyway. They're going to be our guinea pig today. So let me show you the plants. This is definitely my favorite Scindapsus. Within the non-variegated varieties. This is the Scindapsus pictus silver cloud. The markings on the leaves are really beautiful, very subtle, and it's not in your face kind of beauty, but I really appreciate how understated this is. And yeah, this cuttings has been sitting in here for look at the roots, I would say at least 4 months. I have to keep changing the water because it is in a relatively bright spot and the roots are getting some algae on them. So yeah, this is definitely ready to be potted up. One of the original leaves, this one is starting to turn yellow, so I know it's been there for too long without any nutrients. And during the propagation, I had some smaller leaves that grew out as well. Yeah, this is new, the small one, as well as this one is the latest leaf that came out. And yeah, check out the roots. Surprisingly, all the roots are pretty healthy. I'm really sad about the next one. This is actually a very beautiful silvery Scindapsus. This is the Silver Hero. I actually had a really full pot of this in a self-watering pot, but something went wrong. And it started to decline a month ago, and I tried to save it, but this is the only cuttings that I managed to save, and so it's not really very rooted yet. So there's one here with this dried up leaf, but this is perfect. And there is another one. Yeah, this is not rooted, and this one slightly rooted with very small roots, so not the best candidate for this project, but I'm going to include this anyway. Hopefully they will do better in this setup. I'll put a photo up here when it was really gorgeous, and I really fell in love with this Silver Hero. The next one is going to provide a pop of color. This is the Jade Satin. Check out the variegation on these two leaves. They're really pretty. Yeah, and the roots are decent because I popped this into water only less than a month ago, maybe a month. So, but the roots are really long and juicy. There is a non-variegated version, which is this. So I bought this almost 2 years ago, but these cuttings are the newer growth and they are slightly smaller. They're also sitting in water, I would say, almost 2 months, and look at all these roots. Yeah, I think there are several cuttings in there. Excuse me. I had some stem cuttings, which are not rooted yet. I don't think they're rooted. I popped those into a propagation box. Meanwhile, I put a photo of the original plant of this Jade Satin, and when I first got it, and you'll know why it is so beautiful. Simple but elegant, I would say. And yeah, next I have, and the last one, this the most common one, the exotica, Scindapsus pictus exotica. I used to have a really large pot as well. I propagated that, and I think in my last video or few videos ago, I rescued that because I didn't realize it was sitting in sphagnum moss and it was totally wet. And it had root rot, so I had to get some cuttings, and these are some of the cuttings. Okay, some of the leaves are dead. Better remove them, these two and this one. So let's take a look at the roots. I think this some of the cuttings has been sitting there for a super long time, and yeah, they are not looking the best. So I got to trim off the rotten bits before I pot them up. So yeah, these are the 5 varieties of Scindapsus that I'm going to pot together and hopefully make a really beautiful potpourri of Scindapsus. I think that would be interesting. Okay, so let's get to it. So like I mentioned, I've not done this before, so I'm not really sure what kind of potting medium needs to go into this. But I'm going to experiment, and so for the base I'm going to put some lacquer and about 1/3 of the pot, and in the middle I'm going to put perlite, and I'm going to top it off with some sphagnum moss. So I'm not sure whether is that an ideal combination. We will see it in 2 months time to see if the plants are thriving. So I'm going to use some lacquer. So this is about medium size, not the tiny ones and not the regular size ones. So let me wash this first. So everything is here and prepared, washed, rinsed, and we are ready to go. So the only thing left is to assemble this. Alright, before that I just want to trim off some of the roots of these cuttings, especially the one, actually I think only one, which is this exotica, with some roots which are black, which I have seen earlier on, but there are still some good roots. There are several cuttings here. Okay, like this one, it has some parts that are rotten off, so I'm going to cut it off. This has been watered for way too long. Another one. Well, this whole root is rotted off. I think I can just pull it off. Yep. Okay, actually some roots are black, but they are still very firm to the touch, so that's okay. I think it's just some discoloration. So it'd be good if you can let them soak in hydrogen peroxide for a while, but I don't have it, so I'm just going to rinse the roots. So these are the rotten roots, so it's important to cut them off because you do not want to let the bacteria spread to the others. Okay, so the lacquer is already in this pot. So I fill up about 3/4 of the pot, and I'm just going to add in the second layer, the middle layer, which is perlite. Yeah, actually I prefer bigger chunks of perlite, slightly bigger than this, but this is all I have, so I guess this will do. Let me add this in. So of course these are already rinsed. So this is how it looks, really pretty. So at this point, I'm just going to put in the cuttings first and see if this is too high, or if it's too low, I may add in more perlite. Alright, so which cutting should I put in first? Let me think of how let me visualize how I want the look to be. Okay, because this is the most colorful one, the brightest one, I want this to be in the middle, so it gives a pop of color, and the rest of the cuttings, which are more subtle, to be around it. So these are the variegated Scindapsus jade satin. Got to be really careful because the roots looks quite fragile. They are quite new. So this is one. Okay, this is another one. So there are 2 cuttings. You know what? I think there are too many cuttings. I may not use them all. So I just use one of these cuttings right in the middle here. Okay, since we're doing the jade setting, I might as well use the green one next. Oh, look at all these roots. Because I'm sure all these Scindapsus will start to grow out very quickly. You do not want them to be overcrowded. Okay, let me get some nice looking ones. Whoa, look at this. I think I'm going to use this one. Okay, these two. The leaves are really small though. Next, I'm going to pot up the, maybe the silver cloud, which has crazy roots. How many cuttings are there? Oh, this is just one cutting with a very long stems and many leaves. So I am, should I put everything in? No, there's too much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this right in the middle and just pot up one of it. Yeah, maybe just this one, right? There are 4 leaves here, looking really nice. And then next would be the silver hero, which is really sad. It only has, let me see. Okay, this one is not rooted, so I'm not going to use this. These two, very little roots, and both are going in. And lastly, the exotica. I have 2 smaller ones here, and one which is 4 of the exotica. I'm going to use this because I think it looks really nice, except for this leaf. And yeah, maybe one of the smaller ones, this one. Okay, so let me arrange these cuttings. I'll put away the rest. So let me arrange the cuttings in such a way that the taller ones will be at the back. Initially, I wanted a very symmetrical look to the pot of plants, but I think some of the cuttings are taller than others. So the taller ones will be at the back and you'll be flowing, the shorter ones will be in front. So it looks more natural. So the silver heroes are really small, so they'll come to the front. Let me cut this off. This is really mushy. Okay, this leaf is really ugly. I'm going to cut it off, even though it can still photosynthesize, but no, I don't want it to spoil the look of it. So it'll kind of look like this. Okay, let me top out the perlite a little bit more, and then I'll add in the sphagnum moss. And lastly, I'm going to add in the sphagnum moss here. I just want to make sure that all the roots are covered, properly covered. Whoa, I think I added too much of the perlite and now I don't really have much space for the moss, but I think it's okay. I think it should be fine. So I want to get them into the crevices. Got to be careful not to cover any of the leaves, especially this small one that is coming out. See, there are some gaps here, so I want to fill them up. This is so pretty with 3 different layers. So the moss is actually the leaves, so it kind of acts as the top dressing. I actually want to add more of the lacquer balls on top as a top dressing because I think that will look prettier, but I don't think there's any more space. Yes, I'm going to water this. So for the water, I'm going to use this nutrient solution which I've used for my Hoyas and Anthuriums in semi-hydro. I think it works. This is actually meant for hydroponics, 2 parts to it. I'm going to mix that up and give this a water. To be honest, I'm not sure how much water should I be giving this, but my logic is this. They have been in water propagation for a while now. So for a start, I'm going to fill this up to almost the brim So as it evaporates, I will subsequently make sure it doesn't get the full pot of water. Maybe just some sitting in the leca, and if the roots actually need the water, they will just take up from here. So it's kind of like a reservoir. This is the final product. I am excited and also a little bit scared. I'm not sure whether does this work, but I'm excited for it to actually grow out into a beautiful large pot of Scindapsus of different varieties. So again, you can see the variegated jade satin, which provides a pop of color. And this is the exotica. And the beautiful silver cloud. This is really silvery. And the smaller ones are the silver heroes here. Here. These two. And what else? And of course, you have the green variety of the jade satin. So I'm finally done with this project. I've been thinking about this for a while now. Alright, so this is the pot of nutrient solution. I'm just going to pour it in really carefully, slowly. So I've actually diluted this by a lot. I do not want to shock this Scindapsus. Okay, for the rest of the cuttings, which I still have a lot, I'm just going to put it back into the water for a while before I pot them out again in a proper potting medium. I do not have space to pot them out individually, so I'm just going to put them together. That'll be a nice pot as well. That probably will be in the traditional potting medium compared with this one. There is no drainage. So you can do a comparison and see which one will do better. So we are finally done. I really like the look of this glass vessel with all these different types of potting medium. So thank you for watching this episode. I'll definitely keep you guys updated in another 2 to 3 months time. Hopefully by then it will be lush and overgrown. Subscribe to my channel to be updated on its progress. I'll see you guys in my next episode. Meanwhile, take care and remember to show your plants some love.